Hi everyone. I thought today we'd start off with some basics about email marketing, and the primary aspect of email marketing is list building. So obviously it's useful to have a knowledge of the common terms that people use. So here we go. We start off with an email list, and the aim there is to collect subscribers and email addresses of people so you can send promotional materials to. And email lists aren't just about online stuff. You'll find that most bricks and mortar companies require an email list of subscribers so they can send out their promotional material, be it online or in hard copy. Then, of course, we come down to opt-in pages, and that's a mechanism online which is used to gather email addresses, normally in the form of a form on a web page, or even just a single opt-in page in itself, to gather the name and the email address at the very basic level so it can go on to that list. Now, how did you attract people to do that, to supply that information? Well, then you need to sort of do a little bit of freebie, and that's where your lead magnet comes in. Something that will attract them and convince them, if you like, that giving their details, name and address, and email address away would be worth the effort. And that's usually done in the form of a free book. Say, if the email or the website is about shearing sheep, you're a country guy, and but you don't know much about shearing sheep, and you'd kind of be interested in doing a course. So perhaps they're offering a free book about sheep shearing, right? Or anything of that nature, cooking, dog classes, all nature of things. But the lead magnet is to attract you, as in magnetism. It's magnetism, it's drawing you in terms of giving you their address so that they'll go onto their list, and you'll be a future client which they can send promotional material to. Now, once those email addresses and names have been gathered, they're normally gathered in something called an autoresponder. And that's a software used to store email addresses and to send out prescribed emails. And there are all sorts of autoresponders, but perhaps the two most common are GetResponse and Aweber. There's MailChimp and all sorts of things, all sorts of varieties. And Email Octopus is another one that comes to mind. But these prescribed emails are often constructed in a series of campaigns, which we can go into at a later email. But you don't just get the one, you might get them staggered over 10 or 15 days, even up to 30 days, with a series of emails 1 or 2 days apart, and always in an effort to bring you in and get you to buy their products. And of course, if you're doing that with an autoresponder, then you're going to want to know the metrics of performance. And one of those metrics is, what's the percentage open rate? If you send out 100 emails, 10,000 emails, what percentage gets opened? Because that's an element of deliverability. How well are they delivered in a way that they get opened? And of course, of the percentage that gets opened, who's going to click on that vital link of yours to take them to your website so that they'll potentially buy from you, okay? And of course, because there's always an element of churn, people coming onto lists finding perhaps they're not really where they want to be. They don't want to keep getting your emails, so they can unsubscribe. And it's by law that you provide details so that people can unsubscribe from your list. Otherwise, you're effectively spamming them with information they're no longer interested in. Cleansing Well, that's removing inactive people. You know, they got on the list in some way, and over time they've lost interest completely. They haven't unsubscribed, they've just done nothing. But you don't want your list clogged up with people that are inactive. You want active customers, okay? So that's a basic rundown of the elements that you'll find in email marketing. And we'll go on further videos a bit later and expand on those things and give you some more insight into the whole thing.